And we are back. And it seems like the chat is still not working, or is it? I don't know. I don't know. So we just gonna go ahead and we're gonna burn through this. So we was on. We were talking about. You guys want to talk about the Flash, or you guys want to talk about X-Men? I'll let you guys decide.
Doesn't bother
Flash.
me then.
You probably don't have a
Flash.
chat.
All right, so let's talk about Flash.
Flash.
It's a good show. There's a few actors on there.
Yep. One guy runs really fast. Yeah. Yeah.
Some chicks on there. She's a scientist, and there's some other guy. He's a scientist, and there's some other
Yeah.
dude from another Earth.
There's an old guy.
Yeah, there's a couple old guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guns involved. They go pew pew.
Yeah. Just weird psycho running fast guy. Gotta
Right.
be careful of him.
It
was real in all seriousness. It was really good, man. It was really good. It had all the payoffs you were expecting, and I mean, season 3 is going to be a little weird. I'm not sure what they're going to do or how, because with all these shows being interconnected, like Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, if Barry changes things, doesn't it change things for all those shows too? I mean, how are they going to contain that? So I don't know. See what happens.
That's what you think, but according to Arrow, they say, "Oh, nothing's going to change."
Well, did Flashpoint ever change anything for Arrow? The Flashpoint storyline, did that ever change anything for Arrow? I know it changed for Flash. I know it changed for Batman. I don't know if it changed anything for Green Arrow though.
Well, it would have to a point because it changed the course of history, right? I mean, the Atlanteans were fighting the Themyscira and all that stuff, and so everything was changed. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that there was ever a Green Arrow tie-in.
I don't think there was. I know Aquaman that shit changed, like you were saying. They actually came out of the water and wanted to fight on land and got their ass whooped. Yeah.
Damn it, where's Tim when you need him?
It'll be Tim. Where's Tim? He's biting his tongue right now. Mother effer's goddamn work on.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see where they take it, because is the Reverse Flash now going to be the villain of season 3 again? Because Harrison Wells or Tom Cavanaugh, he's a series regular again. So is he a series regular as Harrison Wells or as Eobard Thawne, right?
I hope it's just Harrison Wells.
Me too. His character was awesome this season. I just got done watching the season finale, like literally while we were doing the beginning of the show. I just got done watching it. I would like to see him come back as Harrison Wells, as Reverse Flash. But the Reverse Flash from that, a year ago one, where he was training Barry to begin with. I want to see him, since he knows about this, right? It set it up for him to, so he came back here to fuck with me, to have me teach him how to run faster. So now I want to go ahead and I want to come to the future and now fuck with him there. That's where I see how they had it all set up and played out to where he can come up there and have his own individual flashpoint. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing that. That'd be pretty cool.
But why didn't at the end there when he saved his mom, why didn't he get erased from existence? Because he's not the Flash if he saves his mom, right? So, but in
the one who opened the door did.
The one who opened the door did, the old Barry, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but this one didn't. So he's still around. So is he like a time paradox now? Is he out of time like Eobard Thawne was in the Flashpoint series? So like, what are they? Maybe that's why it doesn't affect Arrow or how they're gonna play it off. I mean, the time stuff is so timey wimey. Like it's all all over the place,
Well, it might be a mini Flashpoint. He might go back. Okay, he saved his mom. He might go back to the future. Haha, pun intended. And they might not know who he is.
Yeah, it's true. Or he could just been dreaming it. What if I did save my mom?
That's cheesy.
Yeah.
There's so many variables in the situation, just like we're talking about. There's so many variables. If we change this, wouldn't have to change that to that to this to that. You know what I mean? So, there's so many variables that could happen.
Or what if the real Barry died and the time remnant is the one that was left over?
Ooh.
So, there
was a theory. Somebody did explain that, about the two Barrys when they was running next to each other, which was which. They were saying that the one that died was R. Barry, and the other one that's still alive, he was a time remnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
so I mean, there's all kinds of stuff they can do, and now Zoom is probably the Black Flash, right? Like he's
Right.
That I'd
probably.
look forward
I hope
to.
so.
That I
Yeah,
hope so.
I mean that's obviously what because when the show started and it was Zoom and he had a black costume, you're just like, oh, they're just changing the costume, but it's all led up to the fact that now he's actually going to be the Black Flash, right?
Yeah. I got that first appearance.
I got it too. I got two of them.
Yeah, I paid $1 for mine.
So it's gonna. I mean, man, Flash. That's the show I look forward to every week. I super
Mhm.
enjoy that show.
Okay. Yeah, I look forward to that show too. I enjoy it actually. I was actually like I said, I just watched it. I was like, what? When they showed the man behind the Iron Mask and it wasn't Leonardo DiCaprio, I was like, what?
They didn't have the budget for Leo. Yeah.
Damn it.
Nah.
You know? And it was his dad, or it was the doppelganger of his dad,
Yeah.
basically, and he was Jay Garrick, and it was just like, holy shit. And it was holy shit, double holy shit, because if you remember the old Flash from back in the day, he was Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn.
And his costume was pretty awesome too. The way
It
they gave
was.
the Jay Garrick costume, really cool.
Yeah, I think John is it what John Wesley Shipp the actor's name is?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think his Jay Garrick costume looked a lot cooler than the Zoom
Dressed as Jay Garrick.
costume. Yeah, I think the Jay Garrick we saw now, I think his looks cooler. You know,
Mhm.
the lightning bolt is bigger and everything, just like in the comic book and whatnot. So yeah, it looks cool.
So
They
have
really
they given a nod to Impulse at all?
I haven't seen anything that.
There's nothing for an Impulse, but
No.
there's something for the Wally. The Wally,
Yeah, for Wally,
Wally,
Jesse Quick.
no Impulse. Maybe this could bring an Impulse.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, it could do all kinds of stuff now. I mean, Wally's obviously going to get his powers, and Jesse
Yeah.
Quick's going to get her powers.
yeah.
I
Let
mean,
Well,
me
she
ask you-
keeps asking Caitlin to check her because she wants to know if she has them or not because she got hit by the dark matter and everything.
But that's the thing. She has to recite the speed formula to get the speed, right? So she can't just turn it on and off like Barry. Like she has to recite that thing. So I mean, once she figures that out, then
What are you talking about?
Jesse
Jesse
Quick.
Quick.
Jesse Quick. And who's Jesse Quick again?
That's like the female speedster.
Yeah.
The one that died?
No, Dr. Wells' daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're
okay.
thinking of
Yeah.
trajectory or whatever.
Oh,
name
her.
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying this is because there's 7 episodes I didn't watch. So
Mm.
I watched the one episode that I was originally on, which was where Flash went back a year ago to get the Speed Force formula.
Mm.
And then I just jumped all the way to the season finale so I can be able to know what the fuck I'm talking about when
Oh.
I'm talking to you guys. So it's still got a big gap I got to catch up in. That's why I'm like, wait, what happened? What?
Okay,
So
let me
I
ask you guys this.
I stopped just real quick. I stopped watching after season 1. So what came to be of Grodd and stuff after? What has happened with that?
Grodd's on Gorilla.
Yeah, he's on Gorilla
he's-
Island now.
Or Gorilla City, yeah.
Or whatever.
Gorilla City.
I'm waiting to see that in season
On
3. I hope that
Earth
comes
too.
back.
So
Oh, that's right. And now with this Flashpoint thing going on, then we might see Grodd again.
Mhm.
I think Grodd might. I mean, it's the special effects budget though, right? You can't really do a whole season of Grodd being the bad guy, but I mean, you could do it smart because he's a telepath, right? So you could do it.
Mhm.
Like,
Well,
you can
it
make
worked
it
when
work,
it was in
but-
the sewers because it was all in the shadows and stuff, and you can get around that with the special effects. But he's a walking, talking, thinking ape, so
yeah. Well, they did a King Shark episode, but I mean, I'm guessing that blew the budget out of.
They did 2 of them.
high. Yeah, but one was like an actual King Shark episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had him jumping in and out of water and everything. So
Yeah.
That was awesome. I love
With a
that.
lot of teeth. I was
You know-
scared.
they need a bigger boat.
But man, Sean, you should go back. I mean, you would like
should
it
watch it,
for
Sean.
sure.
I
Flash.
do. I find that I don't have. It's not that I don't have the time. I don't have the energy to watch a TV versions or movie versions of the heroes I like. I'm always disappointed unless it's something new jumping off. Like before, to me, when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, I know I'm going all over the place here, but when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, it was fresh. It was fresh to me because I wasn't familiar with the Annihilation kind of continuity, of those Guardians of the Galaxy. So it felt fresh and it was good. Jessica Jones, I'd never read Alias. I wasn't overly familiar with the written characters, so the show to me was fresh. When you get characters that you grow up with and they customize it to make it TV friendly or to match a budget or whatever, you're never going to get what your expectations want it to be. So for that reason, I'm always, like I said, I'm always perpetually disappointed, and just for that, that's it. I don't really watch them.
I want to see Tar Pit again.
Tar Pit.
That was awesome.
Wait, let me ask you
I
guys
want to try and get that book too.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you think Wally West is going to let himself be called Kid Flash? I mean, he's going to be going to college. I think he might change his name to Impulse.
I mean, yeah, they play around with things, so yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think he'll be called Kid Flash. So,
maybe.
You
know what I think?
Or they'll rib him about it. If he actually takes over from the Flash for a while, if like a villain or something comes along, maybe they'll make a joke at him and be like, you're just nothing but the Kid Flash or something, Maybe they'll just make a reference to it. They won't actually call him Kid Flash.
I think the first few episodes of next season is going to be about the whole Flashpoint thing. And I honestly think what's going to happen is Barry's going to get stuck in the Speed Force, right? Then it's going to have Wally come up and emerge out as the Flash. So then Wally's going to turn into the Flash, and Wally's going to do his thing as the Flash. And I think we're going to just totally surpass Impulse. I think Impulse is just going to be a figment of everybody's imagination. Just like he really was in that 13-issue series of Flash, the fastest man alive, Bart Allen. So I don't even think Impulse will come into play. I just think it's just going to go Barry to Wally, back to Barry and Wally. That's what I think.
Oh, Frost dropping the Flash knowledge.
Well, the thing is, they
heard it here first.
They play with everything too, because I mean, Zoom was a Wally West villain, right? And so now he's a Barry Allen villain in the TV series. So, I mean, they're playing with things. So you never know what they're gonna do with Wally. I mean, he's not even showing that he has any powers yet, right? So could be another half season or more before they show anything with that.
I mean,
we just know that he likes to go fast.
Yeah, I mean, they've made that abundantly clear.
I mean, that's a good point that you bring up. That Zoom was Wally, Wally villain, along with who was that dude? Vandal Savage. That was a Wally West villain as well. So I mean, a lot of these villains that he's been fighting have been Wally West villains, not Barry's, which kind of is awkward because I've been reading the volume 2 of Flash, going, wait a minute. Where's Barry at? Barry's not involved in this shit. Only Wally. So it's very confusing. But
wait, so did Barry ever fought a speedster? I mean, did he ever had a Professor Zoom or anything?
Yeah,
he's
reverse Flash. Okay.
Eobard Thawne is his main arch nemesis. Yeah.
I think what. So Barry Allen, he duked it out with what? The Trickster. He duked.
Mirror Master was a big one.
Weather Wizard.
Yep.
Plastic.
Yeah. Or Golden Glider / Glider.
I like when they brought in the Smog. That was cool too.
That's the thing. Flash has like one of the best rogues gallery of villains. I mean, he's got tons. Mirror Master. They got that's going to be really cool when they finally get to that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
So hopefully he's not just like a villain of the week. Hopefully they make him like a big bad of like season 7 or whatever.
I was kind of bummed out when Atom Smasher was kind of like a flavor of the week. I like that character.
You knew
not just because Edge played him, since he's Canadian and everything.
But you knew as soon as they cast Edge that he was just a villain of the week, right?
We just really had to throw out the fact that he's Canadian. We just had to make sure that he's Canadian.
I had to.
I hear you.
Just to go off topic a second, since you mentioned Edge, you heard that he wants to play Cable now.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Edge, like the wrestler.
The wrestler.
That one.
I thought that was Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash wants to play it too.
Oh, really?
So does
Kevin
Ron
Nash, I can
Perlman.
see it. Oh, fuck, Ron Perlman. Um,
Don't say that to Hellboy.
I mean, well, no, he's a good Hellboy because Hellboy's ugly as shit, and so is he. But yeah, Kevin Nash would because he was here in St. John's actually. That dude's a monster, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was
He's
the
a-
Russian in the first Punisher there with Thomas Jane. He was that big Russian guy, right? With the striped-
Let's just hope if Kevin Nash gets it
No,
while he's doing his parts, he doesn't hurt his leg or something
no.
because he has a existing injury with his leg.
you gotta make Cable Dolph Lundgren.
Yep.
Oh, he killed the
Yep.
Punisher.
Man, he also nearly killed Rocky, and he did kill Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Look, either Dolphy Lundgren plays him, or Liam Neeson. That's it. Nope.
I'll take Liam Neeson.
No, man, I take
He's scary.
I mean, you don't have to have the best actors in a Deadpool movie, so Lundgren would be fine.
What do
Just
you know?
make
It's funny. Have you guys seen this thing too? Talking about actors that want to play. Wesley Snipes is adamant. He is
Mhm.
adamant he is playing Blade.
Yeah, he wants to
He's-
come back, and he's like,
He's
Well,
like
I
a
mean,
crazy
that's-
ex-girlfriend, man.
He's got to pay his taxes off, bro. He's got to pay all of his taxes off still. So yeah, he wants to make some extra fucking cash and pay his taxes off. And honestly, there's nobody else to be able to play Blade. There's only one other person that
why
can.
not? What's his name? He played Creed.
Michael J. No, fuck no.
No,
Michael
man.
J.
No,
White
he's,
is.
gonna, he's gonna be in the Black Panther movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Michael J. White is the only other person that can play Blade. And
Sherman Hemsley.
no. Hell,
No.
no. You need no. I mean, this is no race intended, but obviously Blade is black, so you need a black man who actually knows how to fight with martial arts, and that is Wesley Snipes, Michael J. White. There's nobody the fuck else. You can't use the Creed bum. He's a bum, and he's pretty. He's too fucking pretty. He's too pretty to play Blade. Blade
Yeah.
isn't pretty.
I
Pretty.
Man, I would love to see Wesley Snipes back as Blade and get him
Yeah.
into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I would love to
Well,
see that.
Frost,
You would
I
like
think
it too.
you're-
There's a lot of money in that.
Frost, I think you're underestimating Nicolas Cage's range. So,
You know, I
I
think
mean,
you might be right.
Oh
Nick-
my God.
Oh,
Nick Cage.
Oh God.
Nicky could do it. I think he can. Oh, Nicky could possibly do
So
it.
wait a minute, you want Nicolas Cage to play Blade?
yes.
Hey,
That would be some of the most deadpan Blade ever.
It kind of remind me of Tropical Thunder. I'm the white dude playing the black dude playing the other dude.
The other dude.
He'd sound like Elvis. He would play Elvis. Elvis plays doing.
He could play Elvis. I'd watch him play Elvis. Hell yeah. He
I
should
would-
have been.
I was surprised
Should
they
have been in
didn't.
3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Well, I was surprised they didn't get for Black Panther the guy who played Hemdale.
Oh,
it-
Idris
it-
Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't get him. I mean, he's an amazing actor.
He's busy doing Stephen King's Gunslinger right now from the Dark Tower. He's
That's
gonna be the
awesome.
gunslinger. So
That's
he's not
cool.
doing anything right now. And apparently, after he was done with Thor, apparently he had a little bit of a beef, and he said he didn't want to do any more real superhero movies or anything. I don't know. Apparently, but yeah, he's doing the gunslinger right now.
Oh,
I
check
hope
out
they patch it up.
check out Luther if you haven't watched it. He's the main
Yes.
role in that.
That makes the Tom Hiddleston too is just to go off what you're saying there, Thor. Tom Hiddleston is going to be in line for James Bond.
I'd like to see that.
Are you going to see him in any more Marvel movies if he takes on the Bond role? Right? Probably not.
Don't know, but I think he could play a good James Bond, or at least
Oh,
a
yeah.
James Bond villain.
But all of a sudden, Loki's gone. I mean, he is a big part of the universe, and now he's gone, right? Not necessarily, but it seems like he wouldn't have time, you know?
Well, speaking about Thor as well, you got the new Thor movie coming out, and you got Gila and Sif going to be in it. I think you're going to see the Warriors 3 again, which is awesome.
Wait a minute, you said Sif? I don't think Sif's going to be in it. She haven't said that she was.
Oh, she'll definitely be in it. She'll definitely be in it. I think, anyway.
I think those characters. I think they should just make a movie with all the Asgardians and leave Thor out of it, man. The Warriors. I could watch the Warriors 3, in a whole movie by themselves,
I agree
But then
with
they
that.
had their own comic book.
They had a Marvel Spotlight issue.
Yeah, and they had, they were. I think they were like in Marvel Fanfare, and they had a whole bunch of backup features and stuff, So I don't know. But yeah. I mean, I could watch Volstagg get drunk all day and smack people around by accident, you know.
Oh my.
No, it'd be good to see Gila though. I forget who's playing her now. We were talking about the other day.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Yeah.
Man, Gila, that's a heavy, serious character, man. I mean, if they're bringing her in, they need to go all the way with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's go down into hell and have the executioner down there with his freaking machine guns and shit.
Well, I
Yeah.
was reading a thing the other day, and I think it was an interview with Tom Hiddleston or whatever, and apparently he was saying when it comes to Kate Blanchett playing Gila, apparently she is like bad upon bad. I mean, bad as in like she is hardcore evil. And then on top of that, we got what's his name? The one who played Judge Dredd.
Colin Farrell.
No.
Sylvester Stallone.
No. The other Judge Dredd, the real Judge Dredd. Anyway, he's going to be playing the Executioner, and apparently those two together are really good. So.
Yeah, here's a Thor story they need to do, man. You know, Gila like messed up Thor's face, and the Executioner led a big rebellion with them big old M16s.
M16.
Yeah.
Nice.
They should bring in Bloodstrike.
I figured it out. Who needs to be
Hercules.
playing Blade? I figured out who needs to play Blade.
Ooh.
Who needs to play Blade? Either Eddie Murphy or Charlie Murphy.
Oh God.
Yep.
Punisher, you having problems? There you go.
Don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me.
That look of conquer on your face. I
Don't
did it.
mind me.
I did it.
Oh, I was just searching for something.
Frank won't let the Matrix devour him today. Not today, people.
You would not take me alive.
Guys, we
But you
saw
know
that
what?
panel. I heard the clicking. I saw them arms going. You know, I'm like,
But now
I
I'm
wanted
thinking
to
about
find out
it.
who played Judge Dredd. It was Carl Urban.
Thinking about it now, what you guys mentioned about Thor and all that stuff. You guys remember that animated movie Thor versus the Hulk, or Hulk versus Thor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it might go with that storyline? I mean, that's the only way you could like bring Hulk in.
Well, that's a funny thing you mentioned that. Another thing I was reading online was apparently with the next with Thor or whatever, was it Ragnarok coming up?
Ragnarok, yeah.
Apparently, they're hinting that Hulk maybe making an appearance, because apparently they were talking with Mark Ruffalo, and he was saying apparently it is going to be kind of like buddy cop-ish between Thor and the Hulk. So, you know, I mean,
oh,
it's all speculation right now, I guess, or you know, whatever they're allowed to say and not allowed to say in interviews and everything. So.
if they're going to do a buddy cop movie with Thor, it's time to bring in Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, and then again, too, we have Valkyrie coming. She'll be in Ragnarok as well.
Valkyrie's in the new Thor movie? Is that what I just heard? Valkyrie?
Yeah.
Well, there goes those comics for me to try and get.
Which means there's a possibility you'll also see her blend into any Netflix kind of shows as well. You'll see her shoot Defenders, maybe. I don't know, maybe.
Well, if they bring in Valkyrie, I want all the freaking Valkyries from Asgard to come down on their winged horses and shit, you know, during a big Ragnarok battle and walk across a battlefield taking people to hell. I mean, let's do it.
While
I mean-
playing Flight of the Valkyries.
And who knows? We might see a little cameo of Angela.
Really?
Angela,
Frank?
Mirage,
Really?
Mirage, from New Mutants.
Really?
What did Frank do?
Nobody caught what
I caught what he said. I was gonna let it. I'm gonna let it slide.
When I saw him not turning his head, I was like, oh, he's going to say something.
All for the Valkyrie.
That would be awesome. Oh, the winged horse is coming around. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Why not? Hell, we'd do it.
That's like if the Wasp came flying around, you do Flight of the Bumblebee, right?
Hey, you're taking words out of my mouth now.
Well, if Jeff Johnson can steal my ramen, I guess I gotta steal your shit too, right?
What you say?
That's right.
Oh,
That's money. Wait, that's my money already. I can say ramen as much as I want to get paid for it. Funny as hell. Funny. So what else?
Is live chat up now?
No.
No, still can't get the chat up, and I'm losing votes this way, man. I can't do this. It's not good for the public.
let's see. How many views do we have right now?
Probably none. They're like,
Most
fuck
we
this.
had was 12. Now we're up to down to 7.
Because there's no chats.
I know.
Chat's a killer, man. If you don't have a chat, man, you don't have a show.
Frost, how come you can't do it? How come? What's the mirror doing wrong?
I don't know. Finger fucking the settings, maybe. I have no.
You know what it was? It would be because our sponsor, ramen.
Ramen would never have fucked up.
They didn't give me enough money. Ramen.
They give me
So
enough.
I could have
money.
chats.
They give us enough money to have chats. I don't know, man. We'll have to walk through it next time. You and I will walk through it together, holding hand in hand with Connor. And
Can they Twitter? I wonder if they can Twitter questions, man.
we get you Twitter questions. Just tweet me at
Hashtag
Tim.
mayor. Hashtag mayor. You know,
All right.
mayor rock.
Exactly. I don't. Yeah.
Here.
I don't know, because Merck was having the same problem, but then we got it situated the following week, which was good. But I don't know what the hell, bro. Your shit's just it's booty. It sucks because if you don't have the chat, it's kind of hard to keep shit going sometimes because you gotta go. You gotta kind of come off the cuff without any interaction with people.
We're down to
So-
4 watchers. Oh my god. Oh wow.
So what's
Well, I
next?
see 5. Nope, 6. We
What
got
do you guys
6.
want to talk about other than the viewers that are watching?
Again, people, I am so sorry about the chats. I will try to get the chats up and running next week on next week's show. I want to talk to your people. I want to interact with you. I want to feel you.
I think it's funny.
Oh.
I think it's
And
funny.
drop down to 5 viewers.
I think it's funny. I get a new computer after 2 weeks of having that damn tablet, and I can't do nothing. I get the computer now. Google fucks up. What the fuck? I mean, Google.
Google's the rated B web browser.
Google.
Go, man.
When
Go.
it doesn't work, it's a Google.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what I might do? Just like after this debate is over, I might just play around with the settings, and who knows? I might just throw up a surprise one like Marty did.
Oh.
You gotta be like Marty, man. Make sure everything's like Marty, and you get it all done right.
Yeah.
Nobody
You
can
got
be
Reese.
like Marty.
We got a new sponsor. I found Reese Cups in my comics.
Oh.
In your comics, how old are they?
How good are they?
Today I went to a flea market and this is all they had, man. There was 2 vendors. It was terrible.
Oh, on our part 2, we already got a thumbs down.
That's what we know who's that's from.
Me?
Illuminati.
Bullshit. There's no goddamn chat thumbing it down.
Frank's paranoid about the Illuminati.
Yes.
Goddamn Illuminatis.
Oh,
So
man.
let me ask you guys: have any of you guys seen the X-Men?
Yeah,
I have.
I watched it last night. And I
And
fell
you-
asleep with the last 10 minutes of it.
I downloaded it and watched it. I'm not ashamed.
That's, dude, I'm telling you, like, that's
Is
the
it that
movie.
bad?
It was eh.
Yeah, pretty much. It was
How's Apocalypse in it? That's what I want to know.
He was blue.
Best reactions ever. How was it?
Apparently, I'm not with. I'm a lone wolf over here.
You enjoyed the
I-
hell out of it, huh?
It didn't overwhelm me, but like I like there's stuff they did in it I liked. You know, it's things they got right, and I think some of the problems was the chick from Game of Thrones being Jean Grey. She fell flat. I mean, I was like, she just showed up, said her lines. There was nothing there. You know.
well, you could say the same thing about Olivia Munn playing Psylocke. I mean, she looked great, but she didn't do anything.
That's kinda her thing, though,
Actors, Yeah, she did this thing that actors do called indicating. Like, she had no lines, so she was trying to make a presence. And here's what she was doing. She would stand there in the rubble, and she would make sure she turned her face to make sure she got more camera time. Jack Nicholson told everybody, if you want more camera time, move your face around because it fucks up their editing, and they have to keep you in the scene. And that's what she was doing through the whole movie, man. She was attention whoring, you know.
Oh, funny thing
awful,
about
man.
X-Men Apocalypse. You know the scenes when they're at the mall?
The movie where they're coming out talking about the trilogy.
Oh, I don't know, but just when they're in the mall and everything.
Yeah.
That mall is like down the hill from my place.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. when they were filming there, a buddy of mine, he went down when everything was closed and that, or like they wrapped up for the day, and he went and he took pictures of the set and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
But you know what? I didn't even see that part in the movie. And
Really?
I heard, yeah. Well, you
Huh.
know how they put like a little cameo when they pull out the Dazzler album?
Oh yeah, I saw the picture of that.
Yeah, I saw the picture, but I don't remember seeing that in the movie. And on top of that, all of Jubilee and showing her powers on the cutting room floor.
Really? No sparkly little stars coming out of her hands?
You see her like one time, and then that's it.
Oh.
What are you talking about? You see her like one time, man. She was doing. She was in there more than once. She was in the car. She was at the meetings. She was at the movies. She woke up. I mean,
That part at the movies was a scene they just stuck in there for no reason. It's not a spoiler, but they came out talking about Return of the Jedi, and they talked about how part 3s of all trilogies suck. And that was a shot at X-Men Last Stand,
Yeah.
I mean,
But still,
I don't know.
I mean,
what is it really to talk about?
you didn't see Jubilee in action.
But Jubilee shouldn't even have been there.
Were there any cool Easter eggs in the movie at
She
least?
shouldn't even have been in the movie at that moment in time.
That's true.
Nightcrawler shouldn't even have been there at that moment in time.
Hmm.
There was a lot of
Nightcrawler.
fuckers that shouldn't have been there.
If it took place in the 80s, it would have been cool if they had to have had like Boom Boom or somebody like that. Like
Yeah, or Speedball or something.
Well, maybe not Speedball.
Speedball's not a
Not
mutant.
Spider-Man.
Or they could have had a Wham. They should have had an appearance of Wham.
No. You gotta say it right. It's wham.
Wham.
Get a bug.
Wham. That's what they should have had.
Get a
Wham.
bug.
You know?
Yeah,
Jitterbug. Right. And then if you wanted to have been even more clever, you should have called up Ryan and said, yo, can you make a cameo in here? And all he would have had to do was pop his head in on a couple of the instances and say, Toasty! And it would have been perfect.
The two people that should have been in the movie would be Dazzler and Longshot. If we're gonna do that. Get rid of Jubilee, replace it with Dazzler. Don't go to the mall. Go to a damn disco.
Yeah, because Jubilee was in the 90s, not in the 80s.
Yeah, but the way Jubilee dressed, you couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah. I don't know. The movie was meh. It's not something that I'd be proud of.
It's something you would wait for a DVD.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to see them put actual color in their uniforms.
What everybody think of the Wolverine cameo? Spoiler. Not that I
I'm
even
curious
know
about that.
It made no fucking sense.
What do you mean it didn't make sense?
It made no sense. They released the Wolverine.
Yeah, and that's how he escaped that place.
Is that
Weapon
actually
X?
how he escaped from that place?
The way he left the place, like hacking, we did spoilers, right? We told everybody, right?
Yeah,
The way he
spoilers.
left hacking, flashing, and not remembering shit, that's how it went down. They just
Well, yeah,
the exit way he got out.
Go back to Weapon X, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
know
it,
that.
story-wise, by the comic, that's close enough.
Right.
You know,
They
But
didn't
look
use
how-
that cameo though.
Look
I mean-
how old he was to them.
how
That dude
old?
was a. Yeah. Yes. Look how tall and how
Oh,
old
man, we're
he
gonna-
was
Man,
compared to
gonna-
these kids.
We're going to geek out here, man. You know,
I'm like,
His healing factor, when it is taxed to the max, he starts looking like shit. And they just stuck him through, put adamantium into him. And then, like, when he's not using that healing factor, he starts looking younger again, you know?
I think that's a fair explanation for his aging, but that cameo, I don't think it didn't need to be there. I mean, was that just to pull people in?
I think it was something cool to give them the Wolverine. I will concede that it felt a little bit contrived, but the execution of it went by the comic as close as they could get. I mean, sometimes you just gotta take what they give you and be like, okay, they didn't mess it up. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been really bad.
I mean, it was cool, but like Rage said, there was no reason for it. If he wasn't gonna be there to go fuck some shit up with them, there was no.
Hell yeah, it's cool. The Blob makes an appearance.
Yeah, right. Getting fucking knocked down in his ass.
Yeah, by Archangel.
It wasn't even Archangel. It was by Angel. Can you think the Blob be defeated by Angel?
He got beat.
The Blob's not even supposed to be able to be moved. I mean, he's an immovable object, right?
Mm.
Man, I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and the more we talk, the more I'm like, oh man, that they also messed this up and that up. Yeah, I might be coming around.
What about the?
Now that I think of it, yeah.
I hated Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler was fucking emo. Like, the guy was all fucking emo. What are you doing, man? You didn't look like that.
Did they throw at least one BAMF sound effect in there?
But but it was
like in the comic books. BAMF.
Yeah. But the whole thing with him is that, you know, Nightcrawler is not a coward and wants to, like, cower in the corner and stuff. He was a swashbuckler, and he was like this little. He was always like, not in the face, not in the face, and then he would like backstab somebody, you know.
He was too busy praying about shit.
Because he was channeling the other actor who played Nightcrawler.
Right. The Pee Wee Herman lookalike?
Oh,
yeah.
The same guy who played Gazoo in the second Flintstone movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about that end credit scene?
Damn it.
The end credit scene that some people didn't seem to understand what it was referencing because it was very vague. It was a vague.
I heard something about Sinister in that end credit scene.
Yeah, Nathaniel Essex. Yeah.
It's Mr. It's Mr. Sinister. He's coming.
But the general public, like, there were some comments, and I mean, the general public probably didn't really understand it.
Mm.
They didn't understand what it was a reference to, right? I mean,
I'm all right with that because they're serving the comic book guys.
Exactly. That's fine.
The movie people go read a book.
I hope they do him right because I grew up with him in the '90s cartoon, man. So.
But see, people don't know how to read a comic book.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
You know what I mean?
No, that's right. Because only 90% of people just take comic books and flip them.
Yeah. See, I can't wait to see Mr. Sinister, and then eventually, believe it or not, I want to see Mojo.
Yeah, we don't believe it, Frank. We don't believe it.
I think Mojo would be very cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Mr.
And joining us, the one, the only, the Merc with a mouth. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, everyone?
Not much. Talking X-Men. And seeing how Sean had to mute himself because he didn't see the movie.
I haven't seen it either, but I've had so many people talk to me about it. It's like I did see it.
Oh, I didn't see it either, but I don't care.
What I'm hoping for with that little post-credit scene is X-23.
Mm.
Something's got to be leading to that. You would think, because I mean, Jackman's not going to be playing Wolverine, and they need a Wolverine, and they're not going to recast. I doubt they'll recast it. So.
And anyway, in my opinion, the Wolverine now that they have in the comics, X-23, she's way better than Logan. I like her so much better.
Well, maybe they're going to have it where Mr. Sinister makes Weapon 23. They're going to tie that together that way.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he's all about the clones and the gene mutation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Mr.
Sinister was my favorite. I mean, like I say again, I'm not a big Marvel guy, but Mr. Sinister was one of my favorite villains. I just his look and everything, I loved it as a kid.
It was awesome. Even in the comic books when he did the whole Inferno thing, that was awesome.
Well, his first appearance, you open up the book and you got
he's looking at him.
And I thought it was Colossus, you know, and I'm like, oh no, What happened?
Colossus with pointy teeth.
He's a vampire.
I don't know. I forget that damn movie.
Frost is like, fuck it. Fuck the movie.
Marvel
what's-
has
what's-
to do the Savage Lands.
So what's next on the comic book movie? What's coming up next? Turtles?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
I want
next
to
week,
see that.
isn't
Can't
it?
wait for that. Rocksteady and Bebop.
Looks good, man. Looks good. It looks fun.
Casey Jones is going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Jones.
Short-haired
Yeah.
Casey Jones.
Is it, and I mean this with all due respect, man, you know, I love my Turtles, don't get me wrong, and my Casey Jones, but is it a step down to go from Green Arrow in a TV show to Casey Jones in a movie, or not? Seriously.
I don't
you
think
go
so.
from
I
a
don't
lead
Movie.
I don't think so.
I think it's a step up. He's trying to be an action star, right? And I mean, it's the first step to it.
I think more
Yeah.
people are going to watch that than they did Arrow. At least
Yeah.
this
Oh,
season.
Yeah, because when I saw the trailer and I saw him come out there, man, it was kind of odd to see him be a side character after seeing him be like, you know, a lead in it. I don't know.
But
You know, I
remember,
was-
too,
That's
No,
a
no,
good
go ahead.
mover.
well, remember too, he's acting beside Megan Fox, so he's gonna look like an Oscar winner.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well played. Well played.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's just the eye candy.
he picked his role well if he wants to display his acting talent.
Yeah, man, he's a hockey player. He's Canadian.
There you go.
But have you noticed in the trailer, it's like you see like little clips of Megan Fox, but the only time you really see her is when she changed and she threw her shirt and
Oh,
everything.
that belly shot. Oh my god. I'm more excited for Bebop and Rocksteady, and probably seeing the Technodrome and Krang and
Krang.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I mean the first one was so-so. I saw the first one, but I
Mm.
think this one is more like off the '80s cartoons and stuff.
I
Yeah.
didn't mind the first one. I liked it. My only downside with it was seeing freaking Techno Shredder.
Oh yeah,
Knives upon knives upon knives on his arms.
The first one was bad. I didn't like it at all. But yet I'm still looking forward to this one because the trailers have made me excited to see it because it seems like a really big throwback to the 90s cartoon there.
But do you think they'll be able to do it well with all the characters? I mean, you're gonna have Bebop, Rocksteady, was it Dr. Stockman, Baxter
No,
Stockman,
I don't-
Shredder, Krang, and all this stuff?
I do not think it's going to be a good movie. I do not. I
Oh,
think it's going
okay.
to be a terrible movie, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's a
Yeah.
distinction there, right? It could be
There's
a bad.
probably gonna be a lot of fan service there. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fun, and it should do pretty well at the box office. So.
Yeah. Well, it comes out in a couple weeks. I think June 3rd. I think it comes out.
Yeah.
It should be next
that's
week.
next week.
Next week, yeah. Okay. So cool. I can't wait to see it. I might do a double movie weekend, then I'll go see that and X-Men Apocalypse.
all right.
So, yeah, who knows?
So Murph, what's on your mind, buddy?
I just ate food, so
Oh,
Food's good.
The carbs are Z Monster. The Z Monster.
fucking itis kicking in.
And I know it's been probably talked to death, but like I mean, the only other movie that's really popping in my head after Turtles is I guess Suicide Squad. You know.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the off-air hangouts Jeff was hosting that
Okay.
one day. DC's gonna have to compete with what Marvel did with Deadpool, with how well it flowed with the book and the actual storyline for that character, to see how well Suicide Squad is gonna flow with the actual storyline for the comics. Are they gonna follow the storyline? Or are they just gonna we'll throw something together and hope to God it does well?
I think DC may have overlooked the fact that they fell backwards into having a comic book movie that's kind of got more of a twist than the other ones. It's the villains. You're actually, you're not, you can break the formula here of these superhero movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, this time it's the villains that need to win. What I want to see is Rick Flag follow through on that threat he makes in the trailer saying, if you disobey me, you die, I kill you, or whatever he says. One of them's got to be blown up. You got to show that you're
You
serious.
think he'll do it to Slipknot or something?
He'll probably do it to Captain Boomerang.
Oh yeah.
No, let it be Slipknot because he's not well known.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first heard about him, I'm like, who the heck is that?
He's a guy who
I
makes knots.
You know, you kill one of them. You kill one of them. You got this tension in the movie now. You know, it's some serious shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's time. You know, somebody's got to be made in.
Myself personally, when it comes to Suicide Squad, I think Harley is going to be the star of the show, pretty much. But I hope to see some of the other characters. You know, like I'm excited for Deadshot. You know, so
Yeah.
You mean Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be Deadshot. It's going to be Will Smith.
Well, there's a couple scenes he's wearing a mask, so you know.
From the looks of it, it looks like they're gonna do like little backstories to each one to build up into another movie.
I'd be cool with that. You know, kind of like origin-wise. So
The only thing oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think the only thing that they've really missed the boat on that could have been really cool is they didn't bring Bronze Tiger in. Bronze Tiger in the Suicide Squad was really cool, man, because it was like you could have had a potential Bruce Lee there, you know.
Or King Shark too. King Shark was part of them too, I think.
Well, going on what Tim was saying, I was just thinking of a question when I was outside because I haven't seen a lot of these shows or movies or anything coming out. While watching these shows and movies, is there at any point did you see a missed opportunity moment where, like we were talking about Dazzler, like, I mean, she should have been in the movie. Is there something that you guys have seen in anything that you're like, Jesus, you were expecting it and then nothing?
The entire Batman versus Superman movie? Giant missed opportunity?
I was waiting for someone to say it.
I don't know, man. Like, we're talking like DC and Marvel and stuff. Like Dredd, when they had that movie, they could have had Judge Doom in it. I mean, there's characters like that I've seen in smaller movies where I think they should have went for it. They weren't that well known.
If they were to do the sequel of the Judge Dredd, they should have did the Judge Death and everything.
Yeah. The Marvel movies, I mean, they really surprised me. They actually kind of, you know, when you put Dum Dum Dugan and the Howling Commandos in a Captain America movie, you kind of nailed it, you know.
Yep.
How come in all the Hulk movies? How come in all the Hulk movies we've never seen Rick or any of those guys or?
Yeah, they can't even get.
What was
Is that a rights thing?
No, I was gonna say they can't even get the Hulk right. So how are they gonna get all his other guys right? I mean,
but the last Hulk movie, it had potential because near the end, you saw the origin of the leader, and it would have been great if they would have continued and like the next Hulk movie, put the leader in it. That would have been great. He would have been great as in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, fighting the Avengers or something. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, but actually, I would have loved to have seen the leader. But actually, now that a couple of you guys mentioned it, it's true. In all the Hulks that they did, you never see the actual, Bruce trying to save Rick Jones. It was seeing the bomb go off and then him getting hit with the gamma rays or anything. Like, was it the Ed Norton one? I think he's in a lab. And he gets hit with the gamma rays or whatever, and then.
Well, that was a nod to the '70s.
Oh,
yeah, that's the old show.
Oh, and then the Eric Bana one. I forget. That's how much I don't really associate with that movie.
In Age of Ultron, I really wish they had done even just a little bit of just a little hint to the bride, Jocasta. I thought that would have been cool. Just a little thing, little nuances would have been like. That's what I like. Could make or break a movie for me. I'm like, there you go, nice. Like when I watch, people will shit all over Ghost Rider, but when you saw the original Dick Ayers Ghost Rider in the first movie, I was like, there you go.
It was awesome. Yeah. Seeing him on the horse, all in white, the Phantom Rider, that was awesome.
Yeah, man.
I got one. The Guardians of the Galaxy, as fun as it was, it doesn't break the movie, but they really missed out having a lot of cameos of a lot of background characters, something that, they could have cheated, man. You could have seen something that may have been the Silver Surfer off in the distance flying by the Celestial. Little things like that. They had a lot of opportunities. They could put some more Easter eggs, in there.
Well, you know what? Show a cameo of the original Guardians of the Galaxy. What's the crystallized guy name? Matrix? Marty? Something like that?
Martin X.
Marty.
Martin X. Yeah.
Martin X. Have him in the background.
That's what I mean. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. There's a lot of stuff they could have stuck in there. That's how you could have fit and acknowledged the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
And the perfect place in that movie they could have did that was when they want to see the Collector, when they're in that bar or whatever. That would have been the perfect place for it. Yeah.
Well, with the cosmic universe and stuff becoming pretty important in the Marvel direction of stuff they're taking, at what point do you think we're going to see Captain Universe show up?
Mm.
Well, okay,
I don't know if they would do a whole movie, maybe like a bit part or something.
Well, how about doing the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah, phase 4, phase 5.
Everyone's gonna come together.
How disappointed would everybody be if all of a sudden the next few start bottoming out? Like, they're not making money anymore, and they're just, well, of course they're still making money, but they're just like, you know what? People are sick of it. It's washed out. Comedies, Adam Sandler's back. That's the big new thing. That's making the money. No more superhero films. Will we be able to go on? Do you think everybody will be able to go on?
I think
prices
might drop.
I don't know. I'd be
fine.
That's the thing. The book prices would drop, and there'd be no more.
It would be amazing.
It'd be affordable again.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So you can pick up.
You know what? One more thing, and then I'm gonna call this a night. But remember during DC thing, they were saying all their books are gonna be $2.99.
Mm-hmm.
Now that All-Star Batman,
BS,
is marked for $4.99.
Oh, did you see what the reprint of the DC Rebirth is going to be at?
$5.99, I think.
Yeah, I kind of understand that because the original was $2.99 for 80 pages, so they probably took a hit on that. I mean, 80 pages for $2.99, that's...
Well, no, this one's coming to be a squareback, too.
And it's going to be a squareback, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's only right. It's going to be a squarebound. It's also going to be an alternative cover and everything like that.
And there's something else in there, too, as well.
Exactly. I mean...
5 more Jokers.
Yeah.
5 more, so 8 Jokers total. Yeah.
I mean, I'm down for it.
There's a story.
Picking it up. I mean, considering it's also going to be limited print as well. They've already said it. It's going to be a limited print on those as well. So I'm down for it. I thought the Rebirth book was actually that damn good that I wouldn't mind picking up another copy, even if it is $5.99. It's 80 pages for $5.99. That's great to me.
Well,
and
that's
a great story.
Man, 80 pages for $2.99. It was amazing, and they did it because they wanted to make it an event that people could get a hold of, right? Like, so I mean, I mean,
and the great thing is they did not go crazy with the covers either. They didn't go fucking variant crazy with covers. All they did was 3 covers: the midnight release, the regular, and a sketch. You know, which is basically a 1 in 100, but realistically isn't a 1 in 100 because basically every shop got one, so it was a shop incentive. You know, so
that's because almost every damn shop ordered 100 of them.
Begrudgingly, to Frost's advice, I did scroll through it and kind of go through Rebirth, and right off the bat, I was completely disappointed with the Batman introduction thing that he was doing, as most people were, I guess. But what I really liked was seeing when you see the Legion ring. I thought that was pretty cool, man.
Thank you. No one mentions that. No one mentions that.
Because I've got a lot of love for Legion, man. That was one of my first early DC exposures. So, oh, now if only we'll get a Chameleon Boy in the movies.
Eventually.
You'll
get everything. You're gonna get Skate Man in a movie, right? Right, Punisher? Skate Man. He's in the next movie.
I don't know. Took the words out of my mouth on that one.
Starring Neil Adams.
Oh, that's a cameo.
Skate Man.
I'm still serious about that idea of getting it signed in CGC.
Go for it.
I might do it just for the hell of it.
Brian,
I want to see the look on Neil Adams' face when I ask him to sign it.
You want me to sign this crap?
Bring me a donut. Get it yourself.
Alright, guys. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm just going to wrap this thing up. Anybody, any final thoughts? You, Frost.
Eat top ramen and God save the Queen.
Fascist regime.
You're next, Holler.
Jeff Johnson for president. Make it happen.
Nice.
That's all.
Thank you. But you know what? To be honest with you, next week I'm going to have to do a kick-ass show with fireworks and a working chat. All right, to make up for what happened tonight.
You heard
You're
it here,
next,
folks.
Ray.
That's his promise.
You say I was next?
Yeah.
You're next.
Well, it's like 700 degrees here right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta go pour myself a nice tall glass of Kool-Aid, and I'm gonna go chug that on the back deck and just enjoy the weather.
I'm with you on the Kool-Aid, buddy.
Have some donuts with the
stuff.
Kool-Aid, okay?
Cherry
Will do.
Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah.
Your turn, Punisher.
All right.
Don't joke, please.
Great
Frank
show,
dies on
everyone.
camera.
It's bad enough I turn into a
The
robot.
Matrix
every now and
wins.
then. Yeah. Fun show. Glad we got to talk about whatever we wanted to talk about. Yes, I do agree with Tim. Jeff Johnson for president. I volunteer to be his muscle. And, yeah, just look forward to next week. Hopefully there's a functioning chat for everyone out there who's hoping that. And that's it.
I hope there's a chat too, so I'll probably play around with it after this is over.
That
Merc
doesn't
with a
sound right.
mouth. Merc with a mouth who didn't have much to say tonight.
Mm. Yep.
Frost for vice president.
Oh, vice president.
Right on.
All right.
All right.
And last but definitely not least, Gene Paul. Your
Hey,
final
Peter.
words and thoughts.
Make mine Marvel.
Hell Hydra. Hell Hydra.
Too soon.
Okay, and on that note, I'm going to bring this show to a close. Remember, our show has been brought to you by Ramen,
And Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
And Dunkin'
All right,
Donuts.
guys, thanks again, and I'll see y'all next week.